I can do this, yes indeed I can now. I can do this, yes. Hi, this is Joseph Anthony of tappingwithmusic.com. Thank you so much for stopping by. This EFT session is going to be for children who are having trouble learning to read. It will also be for their parents and teachers. So much is made out of reading in today's culture. So much focus and stress is put on children. And if you're a child listening to this and watching me, of course, please get your parent or guardian's permission to do so. Excuse me. You know what I mean. I've been teaching for almost 20 years. And there's almost nothing else that freaks parents out more than, oh my God, will my child learn to read? And of course, reading is a wonderful thing. Opens up new worlds, information, all that. However, it is only one part of a human being. And so many parents and teachers focus on that. Children, you know what I'm talking about. They focus on that, and if you can't do it when they say you're supposed to do it, they freak out. And that's not fun for you. It's actually really not fun for them, but until they realize it's not fun, they're going to still freak out. So, you, dear child, need to know that you have within you all the seeds to learn to read. And that you will learn to read when it is perfectly right for you. And the more you stress about it, even if they're stressing, if you can separate yourself a little from their stress, and know in your heart of hearts you'll do it when it's right, you will learn to read. Breathe in that faith, dear one. Know, too, that there are many ways to read. Everyone focuses in on letters, understandably so. However, there are ways that you know how to read. You can read a landscape. You can read the energy of a room, someone's face, someone's emotions. You know, you can read those things. So honor that there are many ways to read, many kinds of reading. And know, too, that you are more than just a reader of things. You are an artist. You are a human being who can do many things. Throw a ball, catch a ball, skate, dance, sing, draw, paint, write. Reading is just one part of who you are. So, if you are feeling stress, and if you have your parents, guardians' permission to do so, I encourage you to tap with me on releasing the stress of learning to read. And the parents and guardians that are watching, this is for you too. Because the more you are freaked out about your child or student learning to read, the more they will freak out. And what freak out does, children, you know this, is it makes you go, oh my God. Hard to focus when you're constricted with stress and shame and anxiety. So parents and teachers, guardians, breathe and have faith that the child you're concerned about will learn to read. The more you pressure them, the more you compare them with other people, the harder it's going to be for them to breathe and truly do it without hating it. Because children, you know what? Reading really is cool. Harry Potter books, people love them. People have been reading for centuries. It's a wonderful thing. Poetry, my goodness. George MacDonald, Astrid Lindgren. There are many, many wonderful writers out there. And if your parents, teachers, and guardians are making it so you hate reading, I encourage and empower you in this moment to tell them, back off. You can say it with a little tact, but I need some space. You're freaking me out. Parents, guardians, teachers, if you're freaking out, they're going to learn to hate reading. And it will become a chore. What I want my students to do is love words, to play with words, to love literature, so that reading becomes an art. Not just for information, to take a test, or to read Facebook, but to delight in language and communicating ideas. So, children, parents, teachers, guardians, this is for all of you. And if you choose to tap along with me, you are accepting full responsibility for doing so. Let's get started. Even though I may be struggling with learning to read, I'm going to love and accept myself right here and right now. Even though I may be struggling with learning how to read, and it's going slow, 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 I'm going to learn to love and accept myself right here in this moment. Even though I may be having trouble learning to read, I love and accept myself right here and right now. For in this moment I make a conscious decision, an awake decision, to know that I have the seeds of learning how to read those squiggly lines and words within me. I have learned to speak with very little effort. So I choose to learn to read in the same way, naturally, at my own pace, playfully, just as when I learned to speak. I choose to know I have all the tools and seeds within me to learn to read. I choose to honor myself as a learner, and to know that there are many ways to learn. I can learn through music, movement, and I choose to learn to read the way that is best for me, to trust my wisdom, to find ways to communicate that to my teachers, parents, and guardians. I choose to set an example for them. If they're worried about me, I choose to set an example and learn to breathe. To breathe in the faith and confidence that I am awesome. And that reading does not define who I am. My character, how I live in the world defines who I am. So I choose to cultivate my other talents, to draw, to sing, to dance, to write, to do whatever it is, play baseball. There are many parts of me, not just reading. And I choose to know that there are many ways to read. I can read faces, landscapes, and city streets. I can read the vibes of people. And I honor those ways of reading. And I choose to breathe every time a book is placed in front of me, and to tap in confidence, and to allow those letters and squiggles to order themselves right before my very eyes. And the more I breathe, and the more I practice with joy and faith, the more those little squiggly letters and words will fall into place. I choose in this moment to honor the words that I do know already. Even if other people, even if my friends judge them to be simple words, so what? It's reading. My name. The word stop. The word go. It's a beginning. And excuse me. And I choose not to cough on people. I choose to cover my mouth when I'm coughing. Sorry. I choose to honor and begin where I am. I can only begin where I am, so I begin where I am. And I honor what I already know. And I will learn to read. That is a guarantee. That is a promise. At some point in my life, no matter how long it takes, I will learn to read. And I needn't compare myself with my friends in any way. I am where I am, and it's okay. And to all the parents, teachers, and guardians who are stressed out, breathe. No need to compare. Reading is just part of who I am, who that child is. The more you're freaked out, the harder it will be for them to learn to read. The more you give in to the pressure of administrators, other teachers, neighbors, the world, whatever it says of when a child should learn to read, the harder it's going to be for that child to learn to read. So I transform those fears and doubts and anxieties into faith. And you, dear child, know that you already know how to read. It's just a matter of getting it all out, putting it together. So work at it, playfully, while breathing and having confidence that you're awesome. And keep doing the other things you love. And if you come to a day when reading's really hard, it's okay. It really is okay. It's not the end-all and be-all of all things. It's reading. Go do science, go do math. Go do something else. Take a break for a while. I love and accept myself for who I am. For I am an awesome kid. And parents, teachers, guardians, know that that is an awesome child there with you. Focus on what they can do, on their efforts and victories. Honor them, and keep breathing. All right, I hope you found that helpful, parents, guardians, teachers, and children. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want any educational consulting, parents, teachers, guardians, you can go to my website, tappingwithmusic.com. I have other ideas on helping children learn to read, helping your child go through their anxieties and fears. And you, dear children, thank you so much for watching. You are the awesomest. I really want this to be for you. So, have fun. And when you're older, drop me a line and say, yeah, that helped. I did learn to read. Holy smokes, I learned to read. Because you will. This is Joseph Anthony of tappingwithmusic.com saying thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care. I can do this, yes indeed I can now. I can do this, yes indeed I can. I can.